Hi folks, this is Bob Kennedy coming to you from high atop our studios in Santa Rosa with a couple of important concepts. For those of you who are quote-quote salespeople, for those of you who are into marketing, those of you who have a website that has a part of its function to do sales or marketing, you'll probably understand that there are some things that we have a tendency to say and do over and over and over again. And that's the perfect kind of thing that you would want a video to do, is to say your thing over and over again. What I find that I need to say over and over again now, and I want to explain with this video, is why the SoCooL network. Now, there's a couple of important reasons. The first important reason is that when you consider your website and the way it communicates, I hope you would agree that video communicates much more effectively than words, reading and clicking. Watching 30 frames per second, listening to the sound, being as close to being there as you can be, that's what video is all about, and technology makes it possible to do video on your website so that almost everybody can see it because everybody has a high-speed connection. Now, the network concept is an important concept because a lot of people have a difficulty understanding why a network is so important. And I like to refer to the 10-year-old child. A 10-year-old child who would learn the concept of networking is going to be a lot better off as a human being. Those of us who are older than 10, who will now understand or have understood the concept of networking, are going to be a lot better off as human beings, because you know this internet thing doesn't exist without networking. And there's one important concept that's involved with networking that we should understand. You know, we're all better off when we share. That's the way a network works, is we share. The fact that we're all connected to the internet is what makes such a big difference. So the first concept is sharing and networking. In video, the number one sharing mechanism that I know of today is a company called YouTube. You're probably familiar with them. It's youtube.com. And they have done something that in the mind of the network television executive is absolutely incredible, because what they have done is created a concept of sharing with video that makes it possible for a person like myself who wants to do positive television programming to have unlimited content. It's all uploaded to YouTube. People give their permission. It could be millions of dollars worth of production, movies, half-an-hour lectures, hour lectures, little funny things that 3-year-old kids do, that 93-year-old men do. It's all available to be programmed and broadcast on any website. And I call that broadcast, that custom player that you see at SoCooL.com, the network player, I call that a television show. You've got a choice on pushing on the segments, but if you push on the first segment, you could be sitting there watching positive videos for an hour. And they're very entertaining. They have proved themselves to be entertaining. In marketing terms, the reason why that's important to a website is the idea is to get your prospect's attention in a positive way. And by the way, if you don't know the rule for getting the prospect's attention, it isn't start with what you know or what you do. It's start with what they know and what they do. In other words, you get a person's attention by coming to them about them, not coming to them about you. So that this television program that's on your website doesn't have to have anything to do with the content of your website, the product that you sell, the service that you provide. What it has to do with is getting the audience and causing them to come back over and over again with a smile on their face. It's the same principle that advertisers use when they advertise. You can do infomercials now. There was a time when you couldn't. But if you do a half-an-hour infomercial, you know that you're restricting the audience, because the only people that are going to watch are the people that actually care already about the cause or the product or the service or the solution to a problem they've already got, and they know it, and they're watching your video. You don't get as many people that way as you do with regular advertising, because regular advertising takes television programs that have an audience, kind of a known audience. It's a demographic, it's an age group, it's a male-female, it's a sport versus news versus entertainment versus whatever it is, and you stick your infomercial, your commercial, inside the television program. Thanks to the concept of networking and sharing, thanks to YouTube and the ability to program, it is now possible to put a television program on your website. It serves the same function as the television program did that you inserted your commercials into in the old days, and a lot of people couldn't afford it locally. The difference is that now when the person's watching the television program, they're on your website and they're surrounded by your information, your commercials. Positive thinking, positive programming, better way to communicate, video, sharing, using other people's video to create the content doesn't cost you anything. You know, you can have a website for less than $10 a month. You can put $1 million worth of video programming content on your website for practically nothing. So the question is, why haven't you done it yet? SoCoolBob at SoCooL.com. My phone number is available at SoCool.com. Get a hold of me and talk to me about the details, because I got to tell you something. It's remarkably inexpensive to use this power on your website. And any website can use it. I believe it, and the only way to find out if it's true is if you and I have a talk. Have I covered all the concepts about the networking? I hope so. Let me get back to my other programming. Thanks for listening. So the bottom line is, so that you'll know what I'm talking about, the network player that you see at SoCool.com, that is this positive television show that's constantly changing and everything else, that same network player can be on your website, attracting your prospects, getting their positive attention, causing them to come back and enjoy you, and occasionally look at your commercial. It's available to you at any time just by contacting me, and it's extremely low cost. It's unbelievable how low the cost is considering the value of the content. Contact me. What an idea.
Here comes Johnny singing all these goldies. See, Papa Lua, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in a tunnel waiting to play. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning all the night time into the day. And after all the battles and the double talk, it's just a song about the trouble and the strife. Then you do the walk. You do the walk of life, yeah, you do the walk of life. You do the walk of life.